today we're going to react to Finnish bunkers. This is gonna be insane. Look at this, look at this. Helsinki's, oh, I need to move, I'm sorry. Helsinki's underground bunkers reflect Russia fears. Oh my god. You see, we upgraded, we even got an LCD. Now this is an LED television. Can you see that? Can you see that? Can you see that? I can even touch it. No, I can't. Whatever, let's check it out. Let's check it out. This video is gonna be interesting.
A parking garage, not a parking garage. And the answer is when it's part of a tunnel and bunker network to be used in case of war. And there's one country threatening that war, potentially the big threat, Russia.
Tommy Rask, Helsinki City Rescue Department, is going to show us around.
So if we go and see the main entrance.
20 meters, 60 feet below ground, cut into Helsinki's bedrock.
How quickly can you put this together in case of war?
72 hours.
And 6,000 people in
hours.
here. How many people can you fit in shelters in the whole of Helsinki?
Over 900,000.
So that's enough for the population plus
That
visitors.
is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
The government's been building bunkers here since the 1960s. 5,500 in Helsinki, more than 50,000 across the country. Enough for 80% of the country's 5.5 million population.
Deeper and deeper.
Yeah.
But the scale of it, not the only surprise. Some of it's open to the public.
What's this?
Floorball game.
This is a bunker with a sports hall?
What?
Oh my goodness.
That is so cool.
So go.
Much of it dual use to offset the costs.
So this is one example of our dual purpose use of the shelter.
Dual purpose, yeah. Yeah, so sports every day of the week, time of crisis, what happens here?
All the sporting goods stacked away. All these halls, these sheltering halls are divided by smaller sheltering rooms.
And not just sports halls, children's play areas, possibly the safest in the world, cafes, even a swimming pool.
Just
What?
a sheltering hall,
That's
but with
crazy.
Yeah, with an Olympic size pool.
Wow.
Olympic size, okay, wow.
That is insane.
Wow.
But everything here
Look at
with
that.
one purpose in
What
mind.
the hell?
Blast doors, gas barriers, decontamination areas, even the 2 billion year old bedrock, more than just blast proof.
So if there's a nuclear bomb, the rock itself absorbs the radiation, keeps everyone here safe.
Yeah, that's the idea.
And the tunnels as well, they're curved so that they also prevent some of the blasts coming through.
They take the most of the hit.
And now it's a car park.
It's a car park.
Again.
Again.
That's quite a bizarre feeling.
Yeah.
One
that
minute you're
is
preparing for a
incredible.
war, the next minute you're playing hockey, and now it's a car park.
Yeah. Here you can see the different layers.
And before we leave,
What the
Rask
hell?
shows us another shelter just begun.
Drill a hole in it, put explosives in, blow it, and move forward.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.
Goodbye. Cheers. Bye. Up, here come the traffic. This looks like the way out. Absolutely fascinating.
Wow.
And that's happening right under these streets here. Long-term plans for
That's
a potential
crazy. Wow.
conflict that the country here really hopes that by joining NATO, that becomes an even more distant prospect. Kim?
Astounding, a really different world there that you're showing us. Nick Robertson live in Helsinki. Thank you so much. Let's go now to Fred Pleiken standing by in Berlin. And Fred, so what are the foreign ministers there saying on that Finland issue?
Well, on the Finland issue, they say that they want Finland in NATO as fast as possible, and of course Sweden as well. But right now, Finland is, of course.
When was this? Oh, this was 2 years ago. Wow, I don't know why I got this recommended right now. I mean, still good to know.
It's one of the main points of the agenda, because that's the one that could ask for that ascension in the next coming hours, as Nick was just alluding to. And, you know, One of the things that the foreign ministers of NATO said as they arrived for this meeting this morning is they say that they want to see this through very quickly. They say that Finland is obviously ready for NATO membership. It certainly meets all of the criteria that are necessary. But they also say that, you know, if the Russians are angry about Finland wanting to come into NATO, the Russians and Vladimir Putin only have themselves to blame. They say that it's, of course, Finland and Sweden as well looking to enhance their security, and that is why they are asking for NATO membership. And the Germans who are hosting this meeting, they say they want to make it happen as fast as possible. I want you to listen to what the German foreign minister said as she arrived.
Germany has prepared everything to do a quick ratification process, and yesterday evening many countries has underlined this as well, that it's an important part, that there won't be an inter-between time, a grey zone, but that if these two countries are deciding to join, they can join very quickly.
That's what happened.
Very quickly, she says, but of course there are still some hurdles, or one major hurdle, and at this point in time that hurdle seems to be the Turks, seems to be Turkey. Turkey is saying they are skeptical about Sweden and Finland joining NATO. They say, in the form of the Turkish president, that they believe that these places are a safe haven for terrorists, as they put it, and so therefore saying that right now they're not sure whether or not they want to support that. It's quite interesting to hear, because as we were at the arrivals earlier this morning, Kim, for this meeting, all of the foreign ministers, or most of the foreign ministers, said that they wanted to work out these issues. They believe that they could work out these issues. I tried to ask the Turkish foreign minister as he arrived as well, but he simply went on and wouldn't answer that question. So that certainly seems to be that issue that is still there. That could be a problem, but if you look at the vast majority of member nations, they certainly want to make this happen as fast as possible. And they certainly do believe that Finland and Sweden will become very, very important members of NATO very quickly.
All right. So, Fred, setting Finland aside for a second, for the foreign ministers, I guess, getting together another chance to express their solidarity, that united front against Russia. So concretely, what might that mean?
Well, it certainly means that the NATO member nations say that they are working closer together. They want to add and increase that coherence within NATO. And it's really a vast amount of different things that they are working on right now, because there are, of course, a lot of NATO nations and nations within the alliance that border the conflict region, that border Ukraine, or that border, for instance, Russia. We heard the Romanian foreign minister. They're obviously very worried about the situation in the Black Sea. There's fighting going on in the Black Sea very close to the borders with Romania. Then you have the Baltic states. They're obviously very concerned about their security, being neighbors of Russia, and at the same time hearing some of the rhetoric that's coming out of Moscow. So what NATO is trying to do is it's trying to project that coherence and increase that coherence, and it's doing that on a military level, but on a political level as well, Kim.
Wow, that was really interesting. I mean, the last part, we all know
Vladimir Putin's first visit.
how it ended. So yeah, we do know that Sweden and Finland already joined NATO. But that was really interesting, especially the bunkers. Wow, that was really incredible. And that was so smart too, to be utilizing them also in time of peace, to not just let them, you know, I don't know, just not let it waste, because it would have cost so much money, of course. And yeah, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this reaction video. I will see you later with another one.